the other thing I have is they made an app for beekeepers to keep track of their hives. And so...
Oh, is that all the smoke you have to use?
That's it. Some people use a lot, some people use a little. Okay, the last time we were in here was May 24th. Both boxes were full of bees, ready to be split whenever we decide. All foundation's comb was drawn as drone comb. We added a medium super, we stopped feeding, check in 2 weeks or 1, check newly added super for progress. Move drone comb to outside to fill with honey. So we have to move that drone.
Now there's a lot of activity now. Is that because you're there?
Well, there also just sometimes they'll come in waves and it'll be like a traffic jam at an airport. You know.
So this is really cool to show them. So there they're building.
Oh yeah, I see.
And then here's another one.
Oh yeah. Wow.
There's not a lot of bees. I mean, there's some. This is going to be a honey box.
Yep.
So this is all full of nectar. And it's heavy.
Yes.
So they're filling that and converting that. Okay, I'm just going to move this over, hon, to there. You don't necessarily need to look at this too much. Because already in the middle I'm seeing there's still a ways to go in terms of drawing out. Okay.
Oh wow. Now tell me again, what does the smoke do?
It masks
it
the
tells
alarm pheromone, but it also makes them think that maybe the forest that they're in is on fire.
Oh.
So they might have to leave the hive, so they fill their honey stomachs with honey, and then they're ready to have enough food to start a new hive somewhere.
Having a full belly, they're a little more slower to move, and they can't curl around to sting.
You're in front of the camera.
Oh,
it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Yeah, actually, you want to be over this way. You don't want to be in their flight path. Right here, right there. So you always go from the side or the back. And it's only mainly because you're going to prevent them from going there.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
So this is a drone comb one, but they're filling it up with, they're backfilling us now. So this is all boy bees.
Yeah? How do you know that?
Because of the shape of the cells.
See how they all look like they're bullets?
Oh yeah.
Over here, that's flat, that's honey.
Yes.
And then we'll show you some other...
What's all that up in there? Where it's bubbled out?
Right.
Okay. These.
Those are drones. So those are drones.
Hatching out?
Boys, yep.
Oh.
But
so
that's
here's
what all
a comparison
these
one.
The drones do not...
So these are all worker bees, girl bees. See how it's flat?
Yeah.
Compared to that?
Yep.
And then these cells have nectar in them, which will turn into honey.
Oh. And the drones, what do they do?
Oh, look here, Bruce. Here's a bee hatching right here. See, she's coming out?
Yep, I do.
She's chewing her way out. And so these spotty, empty cells are bees that have already hatched out.
Oh, good.
Yep.
And then the drones, what do they do? Just tend this?
They're boys.
Their only purpose is to have sex with the queen. They don't do anything. They don't even feed themselves.
So
is that right?
Yep.
this bee right.
Normally.
Here's a drone right here.
Okay.
See, he's got big eyes compared to this one. This guy's a drone.
Okay.
He has no stinger.
Oh.
So that's a drone bee, a boy bee.
Yep.
And there's usually only about 10% boys versus
okay.
the rest of the hive is girls,
Okay.
the workers. The girls do all the work. They feed the queen, they feed the drones.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
So all of these bees that are going in and out, they're all females.
Yep.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
For the yeah.
Yep. There's a few boys flying in and out.
They're just confused.
Putting out on the outside.
They're gay drones.
Hmm?
Gay drones. They don't know what they are.
Yeah. So that's another frame of hatching brood.
Wow.
And they're...
It looks good to you?
Yeah.
And now, could you see the mite stuff if you...
If you really looked hard, it's like taking a red pen and making a little dot.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think that one.
Yeah. So if you look on this one, that's a great brood pattern. I mean, it's just full, you know, that's all. And then
They're hatching out?
they're hatching out, and you can see the liquid inside the holes.
Oh yeah.
And they're backfilling whatever hatches out with nectar.
Oh, is that what they do?
It's like a warehouse. They will use the cells for whatever they need it for at that moment. They'll put eggs in it, they'll put larvae in it, they'll put nectar or honey or pollen.
This is a really cool side because you've got just capped.
Yep.
There's larvae. See the little white pearly guys?
Yes.
Those are larvae. They'll be capped up.
Yep.
Here's pollen over here
Oh
that
yeah.
they're going to use to feed, that they've been feeding these larvae with.
It looks like one coming out there. Is that?
Well, when they're head in, they're actually either feeding or depositing.
Okay, okay, gotcha. When they're coming, the abdomen's coming out, that's when they're
Yeah.
hatching.
When they're head out.
When the head's out.
Heads up.
Yeah, so that's actually just being covered up. It's not hatching yet.
Got it. I see.
And that one's just being closed, and that one, these are just being closed. Nope, empty.
So those are what they call emergency cells down at the bottom there. See
Oh,
how they're different?
yeah.
They face down,
Yes.
and those are emergency queen cells. So if for any reason the queen were to die or is getting old and they don't feed her and they need to make a new queen really quickly, that cell is already halfway made. And they can just put an egg or larva in there and start making a new queen.
So this is a foundation.
And the queen is determined by what they feed her?
Exactly, the royal jelly.
Ah.
Every worker gets a little. Oh, you're dripping. Every worker gets a little bit of royal jelly, but the queen gets a lot of it. Or actually, I should say the larvae that they want to turn into a queen, and that's.
And the drones get nothing. Royal jelly.
They might get a little bit too.
Yeah.
They might.
Alright, so what I want to open next. This is being built out as drones. Well, there's probably going to be another one here that may be further along.
Wow, there's a lot of bees in there, aren't there?
Yep, yep. So is this possibly one where the queen is? Because do you see eggs on that one?
No, it's not. So we can put the drone in.
So this one, oh, this one's kind of cool, Bruce. This one is, they're starting to build.
Oh.
So they'll make a scaffolding of each other.
Oh.
It's called festooning. And so they'll draw out the comb, and they need a way to
Support.
support each other while they're doing it. So they chain together.
Okay, so, and then this one is drone as well. So I'll put this on the outside.
Yep. We don't have any more drones.
Hmm?
We have any more drones.
This other foundation is here. Has drone on it, but we can move it once these guys hatch out. Okay.
So we should just go on the bottom just to check for eggs. Okay.
Oh my God.
But I mean, think about it. We just tore their whole place apart, and they're not stinging me. They're not going after us.
They're too busy working.
Exactly.
Yep.
Their priorities is to
Yeah.
get that nectar and pollen.
Yep.
I have eggs in here.
Do you really?
Yep. Yep.
Look at this though. This might be just a drone cone that was on the bottom.
Oh, really?
That was
Here's the queen.
Ah. Oh, yeah. That's easy, yeah. And there's only one queen in there, right?
Correct. And this frame has a lot of eggs on it, and that's
You may not be able to use your. Oh, you did. Good. Sometimes it doesn't work with gloves.
I know. It's hard.
so. This is the frame that she's laying on right now.
Great.
On the bottom.
Yep.
So she comes across.
Good size.
She's walking up. There she goes.
All right. So again, that's the other thing is you just either look for eggs or the queen,
Huh?
because sometimes it's hard to find one queen in 40,000 bees.
Yeah.
So if you see eggs, then you know she's been there within 3 days.
Okay.
Shaking out of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on. Do you want to tip it and look for?
Sure.
I'll look for swarm cells.
What are you looking for now?
Swarm cells, which they will make on the bottom. So instead of pulling out each frame, you can just lean this back and look.
No. Oh, there's a lot of bees up there. Go ahead and put it back down. No. I think it's okay. Oh,
So swarming is good or bad depending on
Yeah.
what you want.
Huh.
If you just want to have bees and you want to help them out,
Yeah.
then you can let them swarm. It puts more bees into the environment. That's great. But if you're looking for honey production, if they swarm, they take half of your bees.
where's the smoker on?
So if you see that they're beginning to make a swarm cell, queen cell,
Right.
then you can say, okay, I'm going to manage the swarm. I'm going to control
I got
if they swarm or not. Did you want to do that? Because you're not going to know if the queen's on there when you shake the bees in.
I'll be able to find it. Huh?
Okay.
I smoked them down in the bottom.